Oh god. I should probably check if this whole thing is happening. Oh yeah.
Let's head to Twitch and YouTube then to see if we can answer some bloody questions when they do arise.
You can do this thing where you get a pop-out chat and you can just like jam it on your spare screen.
How do I do that?
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's useful.
Yeah, so it means you don't have to see what's going on in the stream, which is probably quite useful for you, I guess.
Oh god, it's your face.
Yeah. Hi.
Oh, YouTube hasn't caught up to that.
What?
YouTube's not that far yet, but
well, you know what YouTube's like. It's gonna do this. It's gonna.
Can I ban Savol from the chat?
No, you're not allowed. No.
Just asking when it's
Every time Savol asks, it means we've got like more breathing room by about 100 years. So.
Yeah, but he's just getting annoying now. He's no longer funny.
It is though.
Nah, it's not. Excellent.
Hey, Jarell, and hello, Joseph. My hair is currently ridiculously long. For this, I can only apologise. I'm also quite rotund at the minute. I've got my summer coat on. Right, you have recently pushed the Cardenas bits and bobs, haven't you?
And the shuttle launch and the shuttle selection button.
Now, this is less of a showy offy stream than usual, folks.
Yeah.
We actually need to get some work done today. And in line with that, we'll try and make sure that we answer any of the questions that you have.
Evening, Draconian.
Hey, Centurion. Hello, Draconian. Right, where did I get up to? Out here?
Yeah, those two. Those are
Okay.
the Cardenas. And then...
Let's see what the last one was. All I ever want. We're going to need a calculator for this.
Nah, just use the tool.
Never. You laugh at me when I use the tool.
I laugh at you for not using the tool.
I'm not using the ruler. I'm not doing it.
Why you make me angry?
It's because I do it on purpose.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Centurion.
Uh-oh, what's he saying?
It's a nice and shiny icon. Like.
Yeah, they're looking pretty damn good.
I did my best.
Suppressive fire, that one? Yeah.
Yeah, and the other one's the mark. Polarized hole. Take on.
Call that suppressive cruiser because we've already got suppressive fire.
Why not just call it ability fed cruiser? Ability fed ability cruiser.
Oh, it's too much pissing about, isn't it? Alright, so this one's 696. Hope you're not offended by the music, folks.
I think I will make some search icons.
Research icons, that sounds like a good call.
Slash build some of ours.
So what are these two shuttle icons that you've made me?
It's, you know, the shuttles. It's to the left is the Axon and the right is the shuttle.
We've got different types of shuttles.
Yeah, just as the TLS.
Okay. How am I going to know which one's which?
Just told.
No, I mean like in game.
This thing called string.
The string, you say? For this, I will use my magic trickery.
The world is a vampire.
434. Right. So we're just putting a few more icons in, folks, at the minute. That's what's going on.
Oh, nobody.
Oh, are there going to be many?
Oh, yes.
Uh-oh.
Alright, let's see. Build buttons for the stations. I'm gonna need to open 3 stations. I don't know why I'm singing for the stations, but I'm singing for the stations.
Yeah, I really wanted to listen to a little bit of music this evening, so I've demonetized the stream just so I could listen to my tunes. I felt like it would be a nice thing for me to do. Because, as I say, it's a worky night.
Hey, Oscar. Oscar. Bah.
Bah.
Yep.
Oh, and that has to be 7. Maths, party people. If you're wondering what all these numbers are, folks,
No, that's state secret.
I'm going to tell them anyway. The number, the number on the very left. No, listen, shush. The number on the very left, in the pixel box, as you can see, it says pixel here, and it's all to do with pixels. For example, this one, 87. It denotes the start of it, so 87 pixels in is where it starts. That is the X position. There is also a Y position, which starts at 434 pixels.
I think this is enough of an exposition.
From the top. And then this is how far it goes. The next 2. And there you go. That's all you need to know. Right, now the next thing I need to do is apply those to the ships themselves. Max, have you decided on the name of your YouTube channel yet?
Nope.
No money, Cryptic.
I mean, sort of. The Max Effect is one that's...
The Max Effect. I still think the Maxi Pad is the way forward.
And that's where it takes place.
This is going to be a bloody battle. Right, suppressing fire. Open that up. Let's also open Mark III polarized hull. Start with suppressing fire.
Oh, I'm having an issue. I have an issue. You know how all our stations look eerily similar from the top?
Oh yeah, they do a bit. Why don't you make oblique angles? What do you reckon? I've got you thinking now, haven't I?
Yeah, what? Right, that's the render for the hand. Not now.
We need to make info card icons, not info card, Empire window icons for fighters.
Ah, yeah. I don't feel like doing this.
No, that's cool. We'll do it another time. It's just something to think about it.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here. No.
Nobody
I cannot.
Nobody heard nothing.
Didn't hear nothing, see?
I presume the advanced shuttle is going to be the TLS one, right?
Still pondering on having the Enterprise Air shuttles.
All right. So. Yes, I have. I have bought it for him.
Yeah, we've actually been playing already for a while.
Yeah, yeah. In fact, I'll open the little Xbox app thing.
I see my name.
There you go, MaxLoef.
Oh.
There you go. He unlocked wax on, wax off when you choose a fighting specialization in State of Decay 2. Look at that. Yeah, I did buy it for him. I did make the promise, didn't I?
What I'm currently doing, I actually might as well just show them.
We're going to have 31st century warships before AOTF comes out. And it'll be a history documentary mod. Hey, I'd like that. Right, let's just test the latest icons up. In.
Oh, I was just sharing my screen open. You could show some stuff that I was doing.
Yes, I'd like to. Let's take a look.
Supply station here. I'm just opening it up. I'm going in the orthographic rendering mode. Doing a render at a fairly low resolution, but that's necessary for an icon.
So you're doing them at an oblique angle, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing that we do tend to do, folks, is we are kind of, I suppose, utilising the modular design philosophy of TMP, really, with some of the earlier stations. And TOS, yeah.
A NASA thing, isn't it?
Well, it makes sense, doesn't it? It makes sense that they would say, okay, so this is a habitation module, let's slap some stuff on which gives it the functionality that we want. When will the mod come out? You'll have a version this year. I can't tell you when.
And we can't be sure if it's this year or the other this year. Oh, that's why the other stuff, of course. Stellaris.
By the death of. Jarrell says, how about a version of the Pirates Sins of the Prophets did? Instead of the Flood, we have Tribbles.
That's it. New Pirates confirmed.
Oh no, I can see that what this is going to entail for me. This is going to be very frustrating for me, isn't it? This is going to be a lot of icons, isn't it?
That I'm going to Ares yard. It's better for cruiser yard. Oh no, Titan yard. Oh no, overrode is.
Right. Let's quickly let me do my testing. Make sure I've done everything right. No errors have popped up, so I probably have. That's something that I need to look at as soon as possible. I need to look at all these things here.
Oh yeah. I should just move them off screen.
I mean, well, I could do, or I could simply replace them with actual fed icons and.
No, that makes it. No.
I think I can do it.
No, I don't want it.
What are we going to put there?
Because the system made sense on the stock sins screen, where you had the two factions and then you had the stuff they shared and the stuff that was unique. But for us, it doesn't really make sense because you can't show off anything useful. Unless you want to create dummy research.
I don't think that's strictly true because, well, you can use the research buttons. I think that's the whole point, and you can also use ships, and you get at the bottom right hand corner. Oh, look, I haven't done that. You get info card icons. So if you've got something that's, say, unique to the Federation, just as an example, the Kobayashi Maru, then it will show the faction strengths.
Not sold on it.
Let me have a fiddle at some point, and then we'll see where we go with it. If we don't like it, we can always scrap it. Is the title screen station in the mod anywhere? Says Centurion.
Which one is that?
It's gone now for me, I'm afraid. I'm loading, which will take about 3 years. Actually, I think it might be this one. The one that you're working on now. Oh, the one that looks like the K7. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll show it off in a second.
We're not having any Beastie Boys in game. Would you like an apple pie with that? Forward. Oh, how I love unbinned files.
Oh, you mean the forever ever loading?
Yep. Yeah, if you guys have got genuine questions that you want to ask or suggestions that you want to make, just roll ahead. As I say, we're chilling, and we're just doing a bit of development tonight. This isn't really about showing things off, which the dev streams, I think they've kind of become about that, really, haven't they?
Yeah, this is supposed to be like binary.
This is one where we get work done. Check and test. Oh yeah, we talked about those abilities earlier, didn't we? The cap yard, frig yard, and titan yard repair.
Yeah, focusing on the build buttons of the station stuff first.
So he's focusing on these at the moment. Ooh, the mines. One thing that we are probably going to... The mines! One thing that we are going to need to do earlier rather than later is a generic build button for mines.
No, they can be factors.
Bring up local star charts.
Remember?
I cannot remember. Let's, it's the Cardenas, the one I needed to check, isn't it? Spawn entity. Brigade. Federation. Cruiser. Very nice.
And there come the swords. Oh yeah, I need to disable those things, don't I?
What things?
Flying sprites around the planet.
Oh yeah, I think we can make like a non-existent one.
Be ready for anything.
Well, this is the ship they wanted, the station they wanted to see, isn't it? Trade station.
Be ready for anything.
Ha! Very nice. Alright, good stuff. So the attack shuttles are in. Alright, so those are all working as anticipated.
Awaiting orders. Ready and able. Begin a sensor scan.
And you can see, folks, that we're really starting to get those abilities in now.
It's just our research tree is a bit lacking. However, we can show off the research tree, which should look a lot nicer now, shouldn't it?
Oh yeah, I was just in it, actually.
That's sexy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really getting there. I'm quite happy with the size and shape of it. We've made a few embellishments to it as well. It's actually all in one block now. Usually you get 2 or 3 blocks in Sins, but we kind of did away with that because we didn't really see it as necessary.
Are you sure that's the reason?
Yeah. Well, also it wouldn't fit. Yeah.
Maybe that was part of the decision.
Just a small part of the decision, mind. So right now on this page we've got our ships themselves and then some of their weapon research. It might move around a little bit. What ship is the carrier cruiser and the capital ship? The carrier cruiser we've just seen. That's the Kelvin.
Yeah.
And the carrier cap, I can show you, I think it's the Geronimo, isn't it?
Yeah.
Come on, buzzards.
3, 2, 1, click. Ah! That was a good magic trick.
So there you go, folks. There are some bits and bobs that we will need to change. At present, I don't think we've got Empire window icons for the fighters.
No, we don't.
But we'll get around to that. Bazoom collectors.
Bazinga.
Right, let's see what you're doing.
Oh, let me click away my point. Spam. Yeah, I like that. Right, so what I've just done is I've rendered a whole bucket load of station icons.
Thought we were pals. Right, let's take a look and see what you're up to. Oh, the whiteness is here.
I've rendered a bunch of these. Let me start with Asteroid Mine because I'm going to need to create 2 variants of it. La 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 la. Create a new folder.
Make this smaller for a minute. Doesn't seem to be doing what I want it.
Folder. Ed. Folder. Titanium.
Have we played any test matches of this yet? Yes, we have. But they're very early test matches. As the abilities are going in for the frigates and the cruisers, we're testing them for relative balance. It's not going to be perfect until we've got all of the abilities in, and also all of the research, which we just simply haven't done yet. So they're very much kind of, I suppose you'd call them focus test matches, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So it's very much a, does this work here? Is anything horrifically overpowered?
Often, again, the answer is yeah.
Oh, thanks, Colonist. That's really nice of you. He says you're doing a terrible job, Max, and you should do it better.
Who said that?
Colonist.
Oh. Love you too. Right. Gonna rip it a little.
Well, you see, Joe. I'm waiting for Max to give me these icons, so and then I'll code them in. So I may as well watch him in the meantime.
May or may not have stolen it.
Do you know one thing that we haven't bothered doing in here is... Oh, here we go.
She fucking hates me.
Terrible language.
Oh, you already...
Gary's always had a limit on the fighter squadrons. Yes, they do. Have I installed any of my Spawn Cardassia cheats in? Sadly, no, not for this version.
You need models for that.
Yeah, you're my cheat card. Shuttles don't count towards population cap. No, they don't. But you can only build so many on a ship, and also they're dependent on the, effectively, the antimatter of the ship. A Centurion. Someone's always going to find a spammable tactic or something that is more powerful, pound for pound, than other things. We like to think that we'll fix all of them, but there's always something that is exploitable, but because by fixing one thing you will make another thing exploitable. That is the nature of any computer game, I think. I don't think I've ever come across a computer game where there isn't some kind of exploitable tactic. Ooh, Twitch is buffering, that's interesting. I don't know why, Gerald. Try going over to YouTube.
Enjoy your 15 minutes delay. Yeah, look at that, Chris. That's
Hey, I like that.
maybe from Stowe.
Oh, I thought we were going to try and avoid any of that kind of stuff.
Ah, it's a little crystal icon, they won't care.
Hi, Declan. In fact, we can show you. Oh, can you go back to those? Why am I asking you to go back to the icons? I can do it.
No, give me a second, I'll be back in a second. Open. There we go.
Over here, you can see, folks, that most of the stuff is red. Now, that is the standard phased cannons and phases that you had. You get to a particular point with two particular researches. This one unlocks Andorian-style phases, the blue phases, and this one unlocks little pulse phases, which are also blue as it happens. So, when you get, I think it's tier 4 or tier 5, once you get to that tier, you're able to unlock the Andorian phases, which makes your ships a little bit more powerful. Minimize that.
Minimize.
I'm liking those, Max. They look good. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
The only downside is that the free guards and the cap guards, of course, change. So I used to start with Phoenix.
Just got this.
Now we're gonna need tight. Culture. Civ, Res, and where's Milk? First. Civ, Res. Should these all be yellow? Because the structures should like blue for the civilian research and red for the military research. I think that would be nice to differentiate them a bit color-wise, isn't it? So you don't misclick.
Yeah, I think that would be quite useful.
Station.
I see a screen from Enterprise. Was that research? I think that was an ability.
Which one did you see, buddy? Because there are a bunch of things from Enterprise in here. I mean,
you mean
the armory there.
This is the advanced armory officers or veteran armory officers.
Now, if you guys can spot the two Star Wars things in this picture, that'd be pretty golden as well.
Hint: they're not triangle.
Hint: they're also not X-wing.
No hidden Bajoran events. It's too early. The NX does change twice. Yes, it becomes the Columbia and then the Endeavour.
Show you this is the regular NX unlock, and there you have the Columbia unlock and the.
It is Colonist, yeah, a TOS shuttle.
Let's see.
What are doing? Oh, I remember.
Satellite supply station, turret, refinery, and habitat. Oh, buddy, you're not gonna like this.
What am I not gonna like?
This sheet is almost full.
Oh, good. I am delighted.
More PSDs.
Just going to use something random for the time. But we can use them. We will be changing.
The reason, by the way, that the research station is grey, the Starbase variant, is because it contains both military and civilian research.
That's cool. I'm alright with that.
Right now, this is Centurion in the chat, and that's the reason why the trade station is there.
How do I find vaping? Matthew Denholm says he's been thinking of stopping smoking.
That's always a good idea.
If I'm honest, I still do both. So I'm probably not the I'm probably not the arbiter of justice for these things. You can happily make do with just a vape. You can. I just choose not to because I've got no real interest in stopping smoking, if I'm honest. But yeah, vaping's absolutely fine as long as it doesn't break. You can use it to quit. Particularly if it doesn't work. I mean, that tends to really have an effect. Do you know, I give up. I can't make it charge. Bugger it. Something I want to do. To look for a particular Fed research. Alright, so I'm going to have to put some questions to you now, Max.
Alright, I'm going to tell you something to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 new buttons.
Cool. So, when it comes to our research, now, do you think it's fair to suggest that perhaps we should move certain elements of it to the what used to be the defense tree?
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I'm also at the different research thing I was thinking about is normally the refinery and the trade unlock are at the end or in the middle of the trees of research of that. I think it should be at the front, considering we've changed our economy is way more dependent on those.
I would agree, and we could switch it up very marginally dependent on the race.
Yeah. I'll be gone. Hold up, let me just read those scripts. Kiryu, Action or Vengeance will not be seen. Tight or advanced next gen ship is the Constitution in this one. Sorry, buddy.
Indeed. So, as I say, let's have a discussion about our researchers and the way that we'd like to organise them. I'm not sure about you, but there's a certain temptation on my part to lump any of the ship upgrades. So you're looking at like damage and things like armour. Put those into Tree 2, which of course would at the moment be defence.
That's not a bad idea.
Okay. So. If I was to do that as an example, or do we want to keep the ship abilities in combat?
I think the ability should fall attached to the weapon research because they're abilities of ships, and we shouldn't link them to ships because that part of the sheet's already full.
Okay. We could organise that, I'm sure. So we want ship abilities and general upgrades in the defence tree. That will mean that some things that would have been in the defence tree switch over to the combat tree, of course.
Yeah, like
things
star bases.
Like star bases, defensive stations.
Anything like physical should be...
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? If we put physical stuff in one tree, and the more esoteric stuff, if you like.
But
okay, yes?
Could you look at this for a second?
Oh no. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but just like... Okay, so anything that either constructs or just trade... Oh. Go.
Oh, you're being nagged.
What? Why am I being...
Oh, Matthew Denholm was saying he's doesn't necessarily want to stop smoking, really. He's just being that. I would recommend that anybody who can stop smoking does, naturally. but it's not on my list of things to do.
Yeah. All right, let's go back to this. Right. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm on
so
it.
if you look at this,
I'm watching.
So your construction stuff, like your mining stations, are yellow. Your shipyards are yellow. However, your civilian research is blue. Your military is red. Trade is blue. Culture. Trade is yellow. Culture is blue. While the habitat's blue as well, where the refinery is yellow. Satellite, I'm a bit dubious. That one's blue as well because it's a sciencey refuel thing and
I think the satellite needs to be blue. I think it would be interesting if somebody axonarized the Vengeance. It's very unlikely that it will be us.
I'm not.
I do think it would be interesting. I like the Vengeance design, as you know, Max. Go in the defense tree. I'm going to put you in the defense tree as well.
I'm just going to put them in the other sheets, and then you've got wood.
Put you at the top left.
So we've got 2 more rows, and then the thing's full.
Okay. Well, let me know when you're going to do a push.
Of course. Copy the stations tab.
I presume I've got a few minutes until you do. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, pretty.
Alright, so what makes polarized hulls better?
There's better armor.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I just, I need some kind of, like, Star Trek-y name for it. And we can't use Mark II and Mark III because we're already using those abilities.
Oh!
Yeah.
Triple woven titanium alloy. Bloody hell. Sucking it out of my thumb just now, just so you know.
It's pretty long, that. That would be cool,
layering.
Declan. That would be cool. I don't think we'll do that.
Composite layering.
Yeah, that'll do.
That's click done.
Okay, so
Done as well. Alright, saving them with CJs now.
alright, I'm changing some strings just to warn you.
Yeah, that won't affect anything I'm doing.
Excellent.
So you're going to be implementing these anyway.
Now that we have that there are a couple of other steps that I need. Let's go to the
You'll do nothing. You'll do nothing and like it.
entity manifest.
Pull. Commit. Push.
Over the moon by midnight. Play fed.
Come in! And pushing.
I've actually entirely forgotten how to put research in, so this could be interesting.
Oh god. I just put it in the player file.
There's bound to be errors here, folks. Alright. Interestingly, no errors.
Well, was that good?
Right, we're gonna have to wait about 3 years for the loady. Once that is done, I'll be able to tell if the defense tree does what I want it to do and whether I've actually made it the right size or not. And then I might have to find the string for it, so I'll change it to. Giral says, do I have any Eagle Moss Trek models? I actually don't like unnecessary stuff.
Oi.
I'm a bit of a minimalist, and like typically I don't like buying models.
That's not true. That's just because you're poor.
Yeah, I only own my house.
Saw your face when you did that. Yeah.
There you go. I've used that for the time being, just because it stands to reason, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get creative again.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Why? What happens if I actually do this? Oh, nothing good. Sorry, I'm sorry! I've put it back, I'm sorry! Fine. Task manager time! Ah! Right, I'll have to work out how I can get it onto a different line. Hey Mark, how are you?
Who's Mark?
Mark Redshirt Gaming.
Oh, yeah, that Mark. Oh no, what have you done? What have you done? What did you do?
Nothing good. Let's sync this, commit. Make this. Now, before I push, I need to pull.
You bite.
Before I push, I need to pull.
That's what the ladies tell me.
Ack, 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 ack. Is it all dark? Why is the screen all dark?
I don't know.
Oh, folks. Decided it just doesn't want to go.
You just done it wrong.
It just hates me. Let me stop streaming. I'll be right back because I think I need to restart OBS. It's having a whinge. Right. I'm not going to like this, am I?
What? No, it's
I think it's because I used, what's that thing? Control-Alt-Delete? I used Task Manager and it just made it go mental. As is the way of things.
That's just the way it is.
Things will never be the same. Oh, I've used the wrong one.
Oh yeah, Jesus.
It's not pitch black. Refresh. Good grief. To tell her. He doesn't want to be ability Russian. C. Got. Her icon generic, do you think? Yeah, we're using her icon. Right, we're going to grab this because this is the most recent one. Never! I'm sorry, mate.
Literally gives you the values you need. And which one are you using now, right? Which one are you doing? The first one? The first thing?
Yeah, go on, go on. You show me your web of lies.
174 by 434. Top left of your screen.
I've already written it down. You're too late. I've done it.
Alright, next one. So 261 by 434.
All I need to do is press equals, look.
Doesn't matter.
Look, clicky clicky McClicky clicky is not as fast as equals.
Yes, it is. Because your math is often off.
You can suck my balls, Mr. Garrison. Right, what was I doing? Try. Oh no.
Learning to use the ruler tool.
No, I'm not doing it.
You want to know what it was? Because you can't go back. It was 174. Oh, you're using it now, aren't you, you sticky bastard?
No, you're using it.
Oh wait, that's me. I'm looking at my screen.
No, you hit him on the head, naughty moose.
Where was that from again?
It's Faulty Towers. Lithium.
Joe for places Clicky McClick for new Max channel name.
Oh, hang on, we need to define it as fed, don't we?
I think it would be Clicky McGee.
Clicky McGee. Oh no, I can't remember what it was. Oh, 261. Hey, come on. There we are. Right, what's next? That is the frigate yard. And I'm going to utilise my fantastic way of doing things. 348.
It's frig yard, cap yard, tight yard.
Frigate yard. I'm clicking so vehemently on my calculator.
Oh shit.
I don't really want to use Titan Yard, it just seems too long. Let's just call it the Tit Yard.
Which is located at 522. Next one is located at...
Hey! That's information overload, I don't need that.
696 783.
No.
Clickety click is superior.
No. What's this? We've done the Tit Yard. What's the next thing?
Curio knows his ships. Yamato.
Hey! Pay attention to me.
That?
What's this? Communications array.
Hold on. Which one?
This one.
Civ research.
Ah. I guess the next one's mill research.
Yeah, it's research Bet Mildler.
Research Bet Midler.
No, Bet Mildler.
Mildler. Victor Meldrew. You know I'll call it that.
You know why the ruler tool is better? Because my teacher in school once said, "You're not gonna have a calculator on you every minute of every day."
Oh, wrong.
I sort of look at that teacher and I'm like, oh yeah, you had this really strong argument.
Like, for God's sake, everything's got a calculator on it these days. I'm relatively convinced that my testicles got one on it. What's this, the trade centre?
They're not very good at calculating the odds when somebody's going to get...
Boop, boop, boop. What, is that the trade centre?
Yeah. If you look at the yellow one, yeah. I was looking at the YouTube chat, sorry.
It's alright. I'm actually not paying attention to the chat right now because I've got to...
It's good, not saying anything that's useful.
Do you hear that, lads? Defend yourselves! Defend your own honour, I'm busy. Right, what's this? That's the comma ray.
Yamato wasn't that long, Kiryu. If you look at the size of the source and everything, the Excelsior was bigger at that point. Oh yeah, Mark, you're right. The Bette Midler class is indeed a dreadnought.
She's a big girl. Loving every rise and fall. 186. This is going to be boring as sin for you guys. Thank you so much for sticking around. I really appreciate it. Boring as sins. Hey! What's this thing called? Hab Station or something like that?
What? Habitat. Could have been so much easier. Could just see you doing things and like, why you do it that way? It's easier way.
I'm doing it right.
Embrace the ruler tool.
I'm doing it right.
No, you're not.
We'll never use... As long as I live, folks, I will make this commitment now. No, actually, that's not true. As long as Max as Max survives, I will never use the ruler tool.
Geoffrey plays correct. Gul seems like the kind of person who uses 2.2 on a calculator because he doesn't want to hear Max say the answer. Damn straight he's right.
It's like you know me. Right, what's this thing? Oh, is that a refinery?
Vengeance is not prime timeline, and if you say it again, I'll have you muted.
I'll have you shut!
If I could, I would. I'll shout not corrupt prime time. And yeah, the Yamato was a freaking monster, and I'm here in AOTF too. She's a little bit too redundant. Now, Cryptic, the question is, which Jaeger class are you referring to?
Oh, hang on. Uh-oh. What's this thing? What's this little satellite do?
Subspace satellite.
What's this?
Whoa. This. That's the coach station.
Right.
The green screen's kind of fuzzing out there, mate. It's like you've got little bugs around.
Sorry.
It's like there's a swarm of flies on your above Photoshop icon.
Oh, so it is. Oh yeah, look at that. I can fix
Do you
this.
happen to have a plate there of food which you should have cleaned up like 3 weeks ago?
Dozens. Oh, 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 oh.
Oh my god! Not the bees! Not the bees!
I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get this right. This is why I never use the green screen!
I know what you can do next time. You can just like put a little icon up in the corner, like one of our icons, and just put your face in the icon. Centurion, the culture station is actually based on the Midas array from Voyager, which was reused as Yosemite Enterprise.
If I just sit forward, I'll be fine. Yeah. I'll just have to sit forward.
Yeah, you're welcome, Centurion. I can see why you think it looks like the communication station, though.
Let's have another one of these and use my tried and tested and correct method.
It's wrong. You know what? The next icon sheet, I'm just gonna like align everything random. Like everything will be a couple of pixels off.
I would be so angry.
And I've got AOTF research icons Dan ruler _ normal.
Fueling station. Arse.
Biscuits.
What's this sausage?
What sausage?
This little sausage.
Tarot. Red.
It's a tarot card?
Yeah, it's a tarot card.
What did you say it was? Is it the boy?
It's the turret.
Right. Okay, so something terrible's happened, which nobody warned me about.
Cheers.
Everything here says rush, not brush.
Oh, you were such a fan?
Fiddle. Right. Fixed it. 72.
Declan is correct. Alright, Benjamin is not.
Do you want to entertain the folks for a couple of minutes? I
Yeah,
absolutely have to refill my coffee before I enter these in. So I'll see you in a couple of minutes, folks.
Here's the thing. The Vengeance is not Prime. There are bigger Fed ships in Beta Canon. In Alpha Canon, it's one of the biggest because it's in an alternate universe. It doesn't exist in the Prime. Critic's a 14-year-old. Yeah, Vija does take cake, Oscar. No, there's the chat is well, Cryptic. No, you're not right on the yeah, exactly what Kiryu's saying is if you count the cloud along with it, then Vija is bigger than the Dyson Sphere. Because the cloud was multiple AUs in size. And oh no, the whale probe is massive. Yeah, the Vija ship is smaller. The whale probe is bigger than that, but if you take the cloud, then Vija is the biggest. Yeah, Joe, for player correct, it's on the YouTube chat. No, but Tyson, they're not getting it. They're never getting it. Not while I'm alive. Saval, the Kelvin type exists in the prime time, yes, because it was around before the split. The split between universes happened with the arrival of the Narada. And yes, Centurion, you're absolutely right on that last. Kiryu seems to know his or her canon. This life is more than ordinary. Can I get you maybe even 3 of these coming from a space to teach you of the Pleiades? Can't stop the spirits when they need you. This life is more than just a read through. Why'd you, Saval, why'd you think we have the Franklin as well? Except we don't have it looking as ridiculous, and it doesn't have a stupid bridge window, because that doesn't make sense. mean, the Franklin is kind of an anomaly because the registry never came to what it's supposed to be. Which is not bad, Giro. Alright, I've got a trivia question for all. How many visible phaser points does the NX class have on its hull?
It's coffee.
I got my coffee. I feel really good.
Got my coffee.
Coffee!
Hey.
Gave them a really annoying trivia question.
Did you?
I asked them, how many visible phaser ports does the NX class have on its CG?
On its what now?
On its CG model. It's a lot.
Six.
More.
More.
More!
More.
More! More, Mott. More, once more. Saval, a little bit. I just don't view it as Trek.
I think, do you know what? I've got this strange hope that Disco is going to become quite episodic in the next season. But I think they realised towards while filming, like right towards the end of the season that we have seen, that episodic is better than serial in some ways for the Trek audience, because it means you can pick up any episode, watch it, and enjoy it.
Guys, you want to know something funny? You're all wrong. The NX class has way more than 3 phasers, as seen in the series where it fires from. And Chris, could you go to my screen? I've got 2 pictures of the NX class here, the top and bottom official CG models from the show. I'm going to point you out how many phasers it has.
Oh, bet you've been waiting all day for this, guys.
Oh yeah. Now these are points. Now on screen they said they have 3. However, these are all points in which phasers can be seen firing from, and they all look the same. So if you look here, you see these little roundels. Here, and here. Now they're all locations where we've seen phasers firing. So that's 4. I've got 2 similar ports on the top of the Arran bits.
Maybe they've only got 3. Maybe they've only got like 3 phase cannons, and
You'd think so.
And some poor sod has to pick it up and fucking lug it to the next place.
It's the thing at the bottom. There's the same 1, 2, 3, 4, and another 6. It would make 12. Now there are people that would say, "But that's not accurate because it says that in the episode it only has that many phasers, and it cannot possibly be true that it's fired from there." And so I'm just going to go to screen caps of it. There's one very particular episode that I'm referring to. Thinking this is season 2. Shock.
Am I allowed to get on with my work?
No, I just wanted to show a second. I like proving my.
Hey! It's Suliban!
Yeah, it might be from Shockwave Part 1.
Now show me a picture of Mirahoshi!
I'll do that in a bit.
Oh, good. Cryptic really cares.
Yeah, it's good to see it now. Yeah, well, Memory Alpha is written by fans, so. Or was it Shockwave Part 2 where they said shooting on the ship? Well, again, here's one of the locations of the phasers, the phaser part where we've seen.
No one move, no one speak.
Bloody hell, where's that screenshot?
It's just me.
Was it from part 2 where they start shooting? It is from bloody hell.
Eisen thinks what I said is accurate. What's God, what's his name? I'm more British than your body has room for. Armory Man.
Reed.
Who? Reed. Oh yes, Reed alert, of course. I can just imagine Reed picking a phaser cannon up and like lugging it to the other side of the ship. We can't fire on them from here.
Fired from the front there. There was a moment. But yeah, I'm trying to find a good. I can't find it now, but anyway, it's in some of the ends in the episode.
After all that,
I'm gonna have to search through some season 3 and 4 pictures now. Then take forever.
I'll let you do that while I do some work. Oh no.
Ah, yes, this is the shot I meant. There you go. Firing from those 2 hatches.
Oh, look at that. That's interesting.
And
maybe it's 2 guys, like in spacesuits, sticking out of the ports and firing their handheld phasers.
Again, Oscar, wrong. Look, see here it fires from the bottom one as well, meaning those 2 phase cannons are there as well. Here it fires from the top 2 at the side and on the top 2 in the middle.
Is it possible to suggest that in later seasons it had more phasers installed?
And here it fires from the front 2 as well. Here's the thing though, this shot is from season 1 or 2.
Oh. Right, no excuses, boss.
Unless some guy like disconnects it, moves it around depending on which point they need to fire from.
Welcome to the Girl Survives dev stream where nothing gets fucking done. I know.
And again, firing from the front ones, trying to find
Look. The mines.
Don't tell me what to do!
Oh, hang on, I found it. I have a feeling that small HUD icon is going to be... We haven't done those yet. Go for the lot.
And here they fire from those 2 center ones, and I know there's a episode where they fire from the top 2. So, meaning that the NX class, despite saying on screen they have 3, have 12. There's 12 phase cannons.
Choose right now.
Face poop. God.
Just getting the tit yard in. Really need to do the Empire window icons.
You're an Empire window icon.
I can see that you don't like the idea of that.
So this is along the lines of you go do it.
You know what happens when I try to do things? You disagree about my use of the fucking ruler.
Yeah, because I'm right.
Ew. I'll come back.
Okay, so apparently Schism from Stardock is telling me that the hype needs to start for E3 for Stardock. Since 2?
Oh please. Don't do this to me.
Yes, Mark, it's on-screen evidence from the locations it fires from, which corresponds on patches that are seen on the hull of the NX.
To be honest though, I'm quite excited about
Since 2.
what Stardock... Well, I've been excited about that for the last 10 years. But,
The game's almost been out 10 years. It came out in
It has.
09.
Trade Center. Yeah, I'm quite excited about the work that they're doing at the moment. I think Stardock's doing a really good job.
Accidentally close to me.
And I think they've continued to be really, really good to modders. That's one thing I like. Like, pretty much all of their games are fairly highly moddable.
Chiro, you're right. Archie does have enough escape pods. Seem to find a new one every week. Remember, space, disease, and danger wrapped in darkness and silence. But Chris, you were looking for this, weren't you?
Chihuahua! I love an evil woman.
Well,
Oh my. Why is she,
I'd rather have.
why is she wearing a clam?
This is where I'm at.
Those trousers are not in the right place. I mean, they are in the right place, but they're not in the right place.
They're in all the right places.
Do you know, I wonder what else that she's been in. Like, I can't remember seeing her in many other productions.
She was such a great actress, though, wasn't she?
Well, that's the strange thing. She was really, really good at what she did. Well, that is not a duty uniform.
She was nice too.
She was actually. I really liked her, like the playfulness that she had with.
And
Trip.
she died.
That's ruined it for everyone.
And then there was her. That scene there where they shot the planet, I was like, well, that planet's fucked.
I know I'll make it for two. We're getting towards done with these, hopefully, folks.
Yeah, because Schism just sent me a message with like a GIF. Have we started the hype? Yes, brother. The hype rises. It was a Bane GIF.
Oh. Let's test it.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of sins and Stardock and all that stuff, if you check the link below the stream, and also the latest post I did in Twitch, Stardock is doing a big old discounty deal thing on a bunch of its games at the moment. I think you can get Sins and all of its DLCs for $19.99, and the same goes for Offworld Trading Company, and of course, Ashes of the Singularity. It's good actually, I like Ashes. Or you can buy all three with all the DLC for something like $49.99. If you do click the links that I have provided, it does give me a little bit of a kickback, which is lovely. I'll keep the lights on. And I might buy Max an ice cream. You're a fan of ice cream, Max. I don't know that about you.
Oh. Somebody say ice cream?
I'll take that as a yes. Find my way into the light, heavy middle waiter, we don't stop a rock around the clock. I need tea. Do I need tea? I've got coffee.
I need just a moment for myself. Give me a...
Hi Adam, we've been going a while. This is just a pretty chill stream where we're doing some work rather than showing things off. But we're kind of testing as we're going, making sure that the things that we're doing are working. For a change, we're actually doing the work that we said we were going to do during the stream, so that's kind of nice. And Adam, you're never too late. Memories told me when to smile when I was down. Oh, hang on. Gonna hide that. Right. Maxi Mouse. Hi, Adam. Has Max disappeared? What do you think, folks? Max looked at too many Mirror Universe ladies. Ah, it's a risk we all run. Yeah, I'm liking these. I'm liking these a lot. I particularly like this orbital habitat. Speed this up until it builds.
Structure complete.
Look how beautiful it is. Love this thing. Oh! What is this, Max? I'm not sure I can look at this. Just gonna hide myself for a moment. Alright, it wasn't anything nearly as bad as I expected. Max has just sent me that for some strange reason. Well done, Robert Tower. Woo. Get out of that. Right, overall, I'm pretty happy with the effect of that.
Yeah,
10
I
out
thought
of
I
10.
just recognized you in that picture. That's why I sent it.
Arse.
You gotta do something when you're in the bathroom.
Oh, I don't know if you're discussing anything NDA with.
No.
No, that's fine then. That's okay then. Because I clicked over to your screen briefly.
Now you're looking at it and you looked at the tab.
We were just looking at this thing because we think it's gorgeous.
Thank Neff for that.
It really is good, isn't it?
It's nice to have our own items in, isn't it, now?
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, it's good. Good. The combat ones? Nice.
Right, is there anything else that we need to concern ourselves with? I think we've got all these.
Yeah, I'll be making some new ones. Just putting the texture over it. I like.
Cabron. Doesn't cabron mean bastard?
Hey, cabron. Yeah, I see.
No, you didn't. Who's MX Phoenix? We're pretty random people to be like. Even our internal Discord's pretty random. I've showed you this many times before, but yeah. Yeah, none of us make a great deal of sense.
It's like you're thinking that we sometimes do make sense. If Have you not been watching this for a while yet?
I think the long and short. Oh yeah, upcoming Romulan station look.
What?
Hope. Upcoming Romulan. Oh, since it's mini dumped. What happens when I look away for 2 minutes?
If I was lost
I got a fever.
I'd grab the flag and
Oh,
The only description is
this meme is just magnificent.
it's in
more
my
coward.
been thinking about it. I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about it. If I like you and you
Oh
like
God, no,
me,
that one. It's
why
horrible.
the hell are we wasting our time? Are you too afraid to cross
Take that
that
opinion.
line?
Put it inside
Been
your butt.
thinking about it. I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking
Right,
about
enough. We've got we must have more work to do. We must have more work to do.
If this was
What's next? What's next on the agenda?
right now, I'd go
Any ideas, Maximus?
grateful.
No, I'm a bit tired now when it comes to making more
Been
icons.
thinking about
I
it.
spent the whole day making all the cruiser icons, so
Been
I'm fine.
thinking about it. Been thinking
I spent like 10 minutes coding them in.
Been
Fucking
thinking
end
about
you.
it.
Insert McCoy gif. I think that says enough.
So short.
Alright,
Yeah, and yes, Joe for play memes for
Working
days.
day and night, 5
Welcome to the
Always.
OTF meme
You
stream.
say you hate it, but it makes sense.
Canar for Damar.
I've been
Oh my
thinking
God,
about it.
that name. Oh, you're welcome.
there's actually a Canar for Damar gif.
I've been thinking about it. Been thinking about it.
If I can find it.
My time here on earth
I'm never gonna find it.
could be a fragile
Ah!
and fleeting thing. But if this was to end right,
Oh, I love his face. He looks so angry.
I'd go
How would you feel if you had the big
grateful.
Oh, that's quite toxic.
I've been thinking
Go on.
about it.
I still like this one, Chris.
I've been thinking about it.
Oh god, which one are you looking at?
Been thinking about it. Been thinking
Ah, that one.
it. If I like you
This one's nice too.
and you like me, why the hell are we wasting our time?
And of course, let's not forget.
Oh no! I hate that one so much. Oh god, why? Unacceptable behavior. Right!
Wait, I haven't seen this one yet.
Oh no. Ah, yes. The white! Not the JJ. No, just a standard constitution. Do you save all the gifts that you use on us?
Oh yes, especially things like this. These are reusable, buddy. Or this one. It's just his expression's like, well, that's fucked.
Right, and look. Look.
No, no.
Folks. Before I end the stream,
Chris, you know what I think of that opinion of yours?
Inside of my butt. Okay.
You can just hear Data say it in your head.
You genuinely can. Folks, is there anything that you want to know before I end the stream? I think we're done for the evening from the sounds of it. I need to make some more research in the meantime. I actually need to make unlocks for the stations, which would probably be wise. So much swearing. That's what my house looks like. That's what my computer does every time I try and stream. Why does evil Why does evil exist? Well, how would you know you were good unless evil provided a counterpoint?
Not evil, there could be no good, so it must be good to be evil sometimes.
There you go. Right, folks, I'd call that bullshit. And with that, good night. I hope you've enjoyed seeing a little bit of what we were doing this evening. I just figured that we should do it with you guys here so you could shoot the shit with us, as they call it. We will be back with the regular, normal dev stream on Wednesday, or at least I will be. No, Max.
Get her done.
Get her done.
Also, remember, folks, wise words of Klingon Jesus. The weak shall inherit nothing.
That doesn't look like Hull and Shields.
Also, be careful to tie into the next movie coming out next week. That Hull and Shields.
One of them.
Not animated.
Oh no, this one wasn't animated. That's the other one.
Well, I do want to. I do want to give the people some insight into how much insider info we have, like the Axnar ships, how we get our ships to look so good. But the people of Axnar literally gave us graphic views of the ships available.
Sorry, Graham, we are just about to leave.
We have some insider sources. Yeah, do more in the future, and I think that's a good moment to wrap it up.
It is. Folks, it's been an absolute pleasure. We did devolve into madness towards the end.
Wait!
Oh, God, what? I said this once. I said this once, and out to me. Folks, on that ridiculousness, good night.